Good evening. Welcome to Current Affairs. Yesterday, I was discussing with you regarding National Register of Citizens. So, with respect to that, I would like to add one more point today. So, a statement has been given by the Chief Minister of Assam. He made it very, very clear that any person whose name is not going to be found in NRC is going to be treated as a non-citizen. Obviously, this is a fundamental point. And he also made it very, very clear that those people cannot enjoy fundamental rights. So this is clearly obvious, certain fundamental rights. So we know what are the fundamental rights. Articles 12 to 35 of the Indian Constitution provides various fundamental rights. And so under various articles, so when it comes to these articles under fundamental rights, they are applicable for both citizens as well as aliens. But certain articles like Article 15, 16, 19, 29 and 30, they are exclusively available only for the citizens of India. So he made it very clear that those people cannot enjoy those constitutional rights. But on humanitarian grounds, they may be enjoying human rights. So when it comes to the human rights, under the human rights, so you need to provide food, shelter and clothing to those people. And what is going to happen to those people whose names are not going to be figured in NRC? So this is not yet cleared. And of course, Supreme Court may give some direction. Accordingly, the government may function on this. This is because there is no deportation agreement between India and Bangladesh. Obviously, what will happen? Bangladesh may not accept for taking back those people. India cannot keep those people. So this is a very, very sensitive situation. And amidst of all these things, the statement that is given by the Chief Minister of Assam, of course, it created a little more tension in Assam, and we need to wait and watch after the completion of this NRC what the Supreme Court is going to say and how these people will be deported back to Bangladesh. So we need to wait and watch. And kindly remember, so whatever is happening in Assam today, so that may become a part of our discussion in the internal security. Internal security, so which is a part of civil services syllabus, paper number 3. So please follow this particular issue very, very, very carefully. Now, I would like to show you the document, and from there we'll go ahead. Look at this. No fundamental rights, only human rights for those who don't find a name in NRC. And India and Bangladesh do not have deportation agreement. Please note, you must be aware of this. Many times we have discussed this point. Articles 15, 16, 19, 29 and 30 are available exclusively to the citizens of India and not to the aliens. Am I clear? But the rest of the articles under fundamental rights can be enjoyed by both the citizens as well as non-citizens. And whenever some person who is there in important position like Chief Minister of Assam, if they make any statements, those statements, they change the overall situation. Hence, such type of statements are very, very important, especially people like chief ministers who are there in the very high constitutional positions. Whenever they are speaking, they have to make the statements very clearly, and they should not provoke the sensitivity that is already present in the situation. Look at this next. Next is with respect to FRDI, Financial Resolution and Deposit Insurance. Already we have discussed this one, FRDI. We discussed very recently regarding FRDI, and there is so much of tension in the depositors with respect to their deposits in the bank, and the finance minister made it very, very clear. We discussed elaborately on this one, so I'm not going into the details of that once again. But the finance minister made it very, very clear, whatever the bail-in procedure that is present in one of the clauses in this particular bill, that will be applicable only for the private sector banks and not to the public sector banks. So meaning the assurance has been given to the people who have the deposits in government banks. So obviously what will happen, so many of the people today, they might have relieved of all these tensions. Am I clear? So kindly remember, it is applicable only to the private sector, and only this will be used, the bail-in procedure will be used only as a last resort. Am I clear? So kindly remember this one. So this statement should have been given by the finance minister long back, but at least the statement has been given now, and this has relieved the tension among so many Indians now. So whatever we have discussed in the previous class when we discussed about this issue, please add these points to that. Bail-in clause will not be applicable to the so-called public sector banks, meaning it is applicable only to private sector banks. And bail-in clause will be an option of last resort when merger or acquisition is not available. And bail-in clause is invoked only after seeking the depositor's consent. All the points are very, very important. Kindly remember this. Next topic what we are going to discuss is the electoral bonds. What exactly you mean by this? There are so many political parties in India, and some political parties are registered, some political parties are non-registered. But whatever we are discussing here, that discussion is related only to the registered political parties. First point, you must be aware of this. Political parties are registered with the Election Commission. Only after getting registered as a political party, then only a political party can contest in the elections as a political party. Otherwise, all the candidates who belong to that party will be recognized as independent candidates. That's the reason why whenever any political party is established, immediately they will rush to Delhi, where they will they will register the political party. So then only it will be permitted to contest in the election as a political party. Now, so how exactly these political parties will function? So whenever you want to perform something, you require money, but where is the money? Money will be coming to the political parties in the form of the donations. That is the reason why if you look at Congress party, BJP or various other political parties, they are earning so much, lots of money is coming to them in the form of the donations. But who is giving the donation? In what form you are giving the donation? No these calculations and no accounts. So then you need to take it very seriously. One allegation is that, so the corporate sector is giving lots of donation to various political parties, and they are getting their things done, whatever may be the political party that is there in the power. So there is no transparency at all. That is the reason why, so the common man is unable to understand where exactly so much of money is coming and how much money is available with each political party. That is the reason why a new concept has come into the picture. It has been introduced now. This is called electoral bonds. Meaning, if a person wants to donate to any political party, first of all, that political party should be a registered political party. Point number one. It should be a registered political party, plus it should have been contested in the elections, in the last elections. Number one, registered political party. Number two, it should have been contested in the elections. And in that election, it should have got at least 1% of the total polled votes, either in the Lok Sabha or in the state legislative assemblies. So wherever it might have contested, it should have got at least 1% of the votes. Am I clear? I repeat, number one, it should be a registered political party. It should have been contested in the elections at least one time, and in the previous election, it should have got at least 1% of the total polled votes. then only that political party will be eligible to receive, to accept these electoral bonds. What do you mean by this? How exactly it's going to work? A person who is intended to donate some money to a political party, maybe 1,000 rupees, maybe 10,000s, multiples of this, maybe 1 lakh, maybe 10 lakhs, maybe 1 crores, irrespective of this one. So, right, if you want to donate, you need to purchase electoral bonds only from specified and specific branches of SBI, State Bank of India. Meaning these electoral bonds will be available only in SBI, that to do in the specified branches of SBI. So we go there, we give money and we purchase it. And on that one, nobody's name will be there. Nobody's name will be there, and that bond will be valid only for 15 days. Please remember this one. Meaning is simple. Today, if you purchase, if you want to donate it to any political party, that should be done within 15 days period of time. So meaning the intention of the people should also be clear, and whatever maybe the political party you're donating, there will not be any your name on that one. You are going and donating to that political party, and that political party can encash that electoral bond only through the political party's account and not in any other manner. So now there will be a transparency. So now, so we'll come to know how much money is exactly going to each political party. So this is really a wonderful one. And of course, so this is not available every time. So this is going to be available for a specific 4 months. Okay. So this is in the month of January, in the month of April, in the month of July, and again in the month of October. In each month, 10 days will be open, and during that time, one can purchase, but within 15 days period, you need to donate it to the political party. So this is the mechanism you can create transparency with respect to the funds that are being received by the political party. Clear, there is no limitation. In fact, starting from 1,000 rupees, so you can go by multiples of this. So you can give 1 crore or more than that one, not an issue, but it should be only in the form of the electoral bonds, right? So this is about this. In fact, it's a really wonderful one. Look at this. These can be used to donate to the registered political parties. These will be available for the purchase for 10 days in the month of January, April, July, and October. Okay, only 4 months, and in these months only 10 days. They can be purchased only by a citizen of India and not by a foreigner. Very, very important point. They can be purchased only by a citizen, or they can be purchased by a body and that is incorporated in India. And the available, it is available in the multiples of rupees 1,000, 10,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakhs, and 1 crore. And they can be purchased only from the specified branches of the SBI, and it is valid only for 15 days. It can be denoted, it can be donated only to a registered political parties, that to those secured at least 1% of the votes in the previous elections. And it can be encashed only through the party's bank account. Please remember these points. Yesterday, with respect to Rajya Sabha, we know what is our parliament. Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, we have various state assemblies, and in 7 states you have legislative councils. Most of the times we see disturbance and pandemonium in these houses. Very rarely we see the allotted business will be done in that particular time. For the first time, it happened in the year 2002. At that time in the Rajya Sabha, the question hour and 0 hour went on very smoothly. And exactly after 15 years, yesterday, the same thing was repeated. generally we see lots of pandemonium. Opposition party members or ruling party members, they keep on shouting on each other, and they waste the time and money of the people. But after long years, yesterday the question hour went on very smoothly. Generally some questions are listed out in a particular on a particular day, and that is called question hour. And when it comes to the question hour, you have two types of questions: starred questions and unstarred questions. Starred questions are the questions where ministers are expected to give reply orally, and unstarred questions are questions these answers will be given in written format. But generally, what will happen if a person wants to raise a question during the question hour, he or she has to take the permission at least 10 days in advance. At least 10 days in advance. So you need to take the permission, and the permission is given. And there are so many incidents where some members have been allocated the particular day, and obviously what is expected from the members is that at least on that particular day you please present. There is no compulsion that every member must present during the question hour. Every member must come to the parliament every day. There is no such this rule. But what is expected from the members is that if they present in the house, it will be live and they can take part in the deliberations and discussions. And unfortunately, the members whose questions have been listed in the question hour or 0 hour, they are also not present. It is because most of the times what will happen, the question hour will be disturbed. Number one, if it is going smoothly also, most probably the first 5 to 6 questions will be answered, including supplementary questions. That's it. And that is the reason why the questions that are listed at the bottom, the members are very sure that their turn is not going to come up. That is the reason why, so they don't turn up. So this is a very unfortunate thing. But yesterday what happened? So with respect to these question hours, all the listed questions have been answered by the ministers. And some members who are supposed to ask the questions, they did not come. But even then, the chairman of Rajya Sabha has permitted other members to raise the questions, and they were also permitted to ask the supplementary questions. Such a beautiful thing happened, and immediately followed by 0 hour. So it also went on very smoothly. And the chairman of Rajya Sabha, Mr. Venkaiah Naidu, he gave the complete credit to Rajya Sabha members. This is how the house is expected to operate. House is expected to perform its business. Clear? Hopefully, so even in the coming future also, these things will happen. So this is how discipline has to be maintained in the house. Fine. So this is really wonderful thing. And that's all for the day. I'll see you in the next class with more current affairs. Till then, I wish you all a very good luck. Take very good care. Good night.